Good afternoon, guys. I hope your guys' days have been well. Mine's been awesome, getting ready to go, but something told me to, my higher self told me to come on here. Ooh, shadow side, alchemy, detachment. Oh. So, ooh, the Dark Knight. Oh, guys, that Dark Night of the Soul is no joke. It's no joke. And here's the deal. When you are deep, and I've talked about this, when you guys are deep in that Dark Night, you have to learn to alchemize that energy. You see all of your darkness, right? And you need to transform it and move it into you and create more brightness. And by doing so is pulling yourself up and out of that. Learn the art of detachment. They don't call it an art for a reason. For no reason. Detachment. And let me tell you, I thought I was good at detachment before, because listen, snip snip baby, you want to sit here now crazy in my life? No, I'm done. No. But man, my detachment now, you can't come play in my face. Your mask might fool me for a moment, but honey, that's eventually got to come off. For me, it's usually about 3 months. 3 months, people can't hold their mask for longer than 3 months. Disharmony triggers conflict. You are going to be triggered. That's how we end up in those dark nights. How are we supposed to work on things within ourselves if we're not facing them head on? Just saying. You have to be triggered into that dark night so that you can heal that. If you weren't triggered, you're not going to heal. When something bothers you about somebody else, remember, look back to yourself and be like, what is it that I am struggling with in here that I feel like I need to project it onto somebody else? You guys are going through change. And for change, it takes courage. It's not easy. You have to be brave, because what's in that darkness isn't pretty. No, it's the ugliest parts of yourself. And you have to take accountability for that. Make different choices, because nobody wants to stay in the same loop. You guys have messages and dreams. Listen to your guys' dreams. When they are so vivid and so odd, look into what that means, because it's not always face value. There's a deeper meaning to it. Like, at one point in my life, I had a dream that it was the oddest dream. And I was being in a sink, and that actually meant like I was spending a whole lot of money. And I mean, I was, but I was making a whole bunch of money too, and I was spending it. But I'm just saying, like, that's just a prime example that what you see in your dreams isn't like, I'm definitely not going around doing that. No. And it was so weird too. But when I looked into it, I was like, oh, that makes a whole lot of sense. It makes a whole lot of sense. And just everything in that dream was just spot on to my reality that I couldn't see. So it had to come to me in a different way. It had to come to me through my dreams. You guys are breaking patterns. And that's what we do when we're in our dark night, guys. We see a pattern and we're like, we can't keep doing this anymore. There's a lot of them. And, here's the deal. I'm still working on some myself. I'm not perfect. I'm just like everybody else. Except I'm not like everybody else, if that makes sense. You guys start, and once you guys go through this dark night, and when you guys really start realizing that you are worth it, you are the prize, you know who you are, you stand in your truth, just be prepared for all the abundance that starts to come in. And it starts happening fast. You start getting glimpses of it, and you're like, oh, but when you are shown that, the most important thing that you guys can do is ground yourself. Don't get too lost in it. Really just kind of acknowledge it. Oh, okay, ground yourself and continue on being the best you that you can possibly be. And then when the divine realizes, okay, he or she is ready for this, because look how she handled A and B, and now we can give her C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, O, P. You know what I mean? Like, they just start pouring in. Ooh, that's a pretty card. Earth. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. That one's really pretty. That one hasn't fallen out for me yet. The masculine actually fell out. Freedom, leap, opportunities. They may be a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn, because they all fell out together. Be free from your masculine. And what I mean by that is, you can carry their love with you, but that doesn't mean you have to choose that. Because, for example, I chose me, and my life, I'm excited to see where I'm going to be in 6 years, but at the same time, I'm enjoying it right now. You know what's funny? A lot lately, temptation has been coming out, especially with the masculines. I feel like what I just saw was like hedges that were cut very, very nicely. And you're in this yard and you're laughing and it's cheerful, and you guys have fairy lights in a garden and just living your best life with children, and they're laughing. And then here is this hedge, right? And then I see a masculine energy like looking through the hedge and just seeing your life being so bright, and they're gonna want a piece of that, but they haven't fully done the work to get to their own because they're so busy looking at you that it's just a fantasy, because their reality is very dark and cold, and it's like a division of two worlds: light, airy, happy, and love; cold, dark, regret. That's sad. But congratulations to you. You guys have your heaven on earth. You're building it right now. And don't let anybody stop you. You hear me? Don't let anybody stop you. Keep choosing your heaven on earth. You build that. Receive it. You are worth it. And don't look back. A wise man, Daniel, told me, what rear view mirror? It doesn't even exist. And he's right. It doesn't. The only way you guys should be looking is forward, and don't stop. I hope this helps.